Today's topic is Arabs in World War I. Today's tutorial we will talk about the timeline, starting with Step 1, the Jihad, Step 2, Gallipoli, Step 3, Lawrence of Arabia, and Step 4, the Balfour Declaration. The Ottoman Empire had been under this conquest of the Turks, sided with the Central Powers, being Germany and Austria-Hungary. In November of 1914, the Ottoman Empire abandoned its ambivalent neutrality in the war and began supporting the Central Powers, eventually declaring jihad against the Allies. In March 1915, the British attacked an area of South Istanbul with the intention of driving the Ottoman Turks from supporting Germany. However, the British suffered a massive defeat against the Turks. The British government decided to pursue an agent that would work towards detaching Arabs from the Turks. These efforts brought out Sharif Hussein as a leading contact for Britain. This led to the Hussein-McMahon Correspondence, which, although promised the Arabs independence, did not bind either party in a legal accession. Sharif Hussein bin Ali reigned over Mecca, the Hijaz, and Medina. Hussein wanted to establish an independent Arab empire that would stretch from Syria, more specifically Aleppo, to Aden in Yemen. The Hashemite army was divided into three of Hussein's sons, the first being Amir Ali, with headquarters of his southern army in Rabiq. Second son was Amir Abdullah, with headquarters of his eastern army in Wadi Ais. Finally, Amir Faisal, the third son, with the operational base of his northern army stationed in Bir Jadda. On July 6, 1917, Amir Faisal succeeded in capturing Aqaba, marking a spectacular victory in the Arab Revolt. This success led to the advancement of his army and the capturing of Damascus, Homs, Hama, and Aleppo. Sharif Nasser from Hashemite rule, an ally from Arab Revolt, was the first to reach Damascus with his forces, followed by Nuri Sha'lan of the Ruwala tribe. However, these troops remained outside the city waiting for Hussein, though were joined by Australian troops and T.E. Lawrence later that day.
The UK had agreed to the independence of the Arab lands if the Arabs sided with them against the Ottoman Turks. However, the British did not keep their word. They divided the Arab lands between themselves and the French. It soon got worse with the Balfour Declaration in 1917, which promised the Jews the Palestinian homelands. The Hijaz region became an independent state under the rule of Hussein, later to be conquered by Saudi Arabia. In April of 1916, London surrendered the Anglo-Indian forces from Kut el-Amara. On March 11th, Maud's forces captured Baghdad. 2 weeks later, Maud's forces launched a lightning strike with infantry and cavalry on Gaza, the gateway to Palestine, which was also occupied by the Ottoman Empire after clearing Turkish forces out of Sinai. After the first attempt to take Gaza failed, another assault was eventually ordered. However, it also failed. In October, General Allenby broke through the Gaza-Beersheba front, and after a difficult journey across the Judean hills, he advanced through the Jaffa Gate on December 11, 1917. On September 19, 1918, Allenby returned to the offensive at the Battle of Megiddo. He quickly swept the Turkish army that faced him. Once the enemy front was broken, the EEF's cavalry dominated the campaign. Damascus fell on October 1st, and Aleppo, the last city to fall in the campaign, fell on October 26th. The The war ended with the British occupying a territory that was to become Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq. Although the Hashemite Arabs were rewarded with considerable territory, them and the other Arab nationalists believed that the Western powers, especially the British, had acted with arrogance after the Sykes-Picot Agreement and dividing the lands with little or no reward for the wishes of the local inhabitants.